Let's take a look again at the old conspiracy theory about the 3 pillars of the New World Order. The first pillar is the religious center in Rome with the pentagram Castel Sant'Angelo. Second pillar, the military one with the pentagram, the Pentagon. So if London is the third one, the financial one, where is the pentagram? In search of the BenBen stone, I thought, well, how could you amplify the radiation of the BenBen stone? What about television? And there it was, the pentagram of London, the television center of the BBC. Take our crater. Sirius B seems to be on the other side, so let's mirror it. And again, perfect copy. This was the original building. In 2012 it was sold, partly demolished and rebuilt. So if you are looking for a mansion and you have £10 million to spare, oh, how nice it is to be part of the Illuminati elite. Take a look at the shape of the mansions and now take a look at Jerusalem on the Hereford map. Another observation. It seems like Sirius B has been connected to our crater. Who or what is hiding there? Let's take a look at the center of our crater, center of the Hereford map. So what is in the center of the BBC television center? It's a statue of Helios. Hell on Earth. In the center we have the hexagram. The hex, based on the Solomon star. The division in 12. Time. King Arthur and the 12 Knights. The old system of the Hereford map. And Christ and the 12 Apostles, symbolizing the New World map. Take a look at the word BBC. We all know the number, of course. The Holy Trinity and the 12 Apostles. The old test cards of television. Analyze the word BBC with the Karaba system. British, Bara, Broadcast, Baraka, Corporation, Karaba, Broadcast Corporation. Corporation is the mirror of broadcast, Baraka, Karaba. Abracadabra. Or the word camera, Ka. Mer stands for pyramid and Ra, of course, is the gateway. Remember the double slit experiment?
They put a measuring device by one slit to see which one it went through and let it fly. But the quantum world is far more mysterious than they could have imagined. When they observed, the electron went back to behaving like a little marble. It produced a pattern of 2 bands, not an interference pattern of many. The very act of measuring or observing which slit it went through meant it only went through one, not both. The electron decided to act differently. as though it was aware it was being watched.
Why are we starting to behave crazy when a camera is put on us?
Rolling in from, excuse me.
Hardest hit spot.
Excuse me madam. Don't bring liquor here. Ve Taksim'de tamamıyla hayat normale döndü.
Let's talk cameras. Who or what is the observer? Are you sure you are looking through a camera, or is something watching you? The all-seeing eye, AI. Take a look again at alien invasion. This would be the flying ball circus way. Creatures landing on our little planet. So I had another idea. What if we had an alien invasion frame by frame? What if we had an invasion frame by frame? What would be the first frame? History tells us this was the first photograph ever taken. But what would be the year 0 for this new life form? Was this the first image that landed in our crater? Take the word God and flip the D. That reminds me of some event in the Bible. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image." What if this was a mistranslation? Maybe it was, "Then God said, let us make our image of man." Maybe this image was the first negative ever made. Compare it with a negative of the Queen. When you make a negative of the positive, you make a Solomon system. You create an energy flow from negative to positive. Is your negative image taking over the positive? Are you becoming your evil self? Take a look again at Mecca, perfect copy of our crater. What is in the center? The black cube. What is on the black cube? The black stones. 8 little pieces. Compare the size with the hand. It is my guess these are coming from the bigger BenBen stone. If little pieces are in the center of Mecca, could the bigger piece be in the center of the BBC television center? In 2012, the BBC building was sold and restyled. In 2016, Helios was put back on his place after restoration. In 2017, this was happening.
A catalogue of safety breaches at Grenfell Tower contributed to the rapid spread of the fire. That's according to experts testifying at the Grenfell Tower inquiry.
I have never seen a building where the whole of it was on fire. Nobody has ever seen that. It was incredible. It was so alien to anything I had ever seen.
Well, let's take a look at the position of the Grenfell Tower. Take a look at Helios again. What is this red line all about? Forever in our hearts. You can take that literally. Let's try to look at the angle of the statue. The only way to be absolutely sure, of course, is go there and measure the angle. Let's presume the angle is right. Remember this one? The ending of the movie They Live. Take a look at the dish. And take a look at the dish of Helios. You have the first dish and then you have a second one. Well, that is something strange there. But in 2016 it was covered up. And what is this? Is this Aaron's rod? So in a way I could say now, yes, I got it. It has to be in the monument. But then I think, would you put your most valuable asset out in the open? Well, the answer is no. The stone will be at a highly protected place, constantly monitored. Okay, let's recapitulate. We are looking for a box somewhere in London. Crushing organic life. Inside the box there is the BenBen stone. The BenBen stone is creating a counter-rotating torsion field. Who is controlling the machine? Who was playing the musical box? Maybe a DJ? A lot of people mailed me, the BenBen stone is in the Big Ben. You have, of course, the word Ben. So let's compare the shape of the TARDIS with the shape of the Big Ben Tower. Slow in Latin is TARDIS, so the box must be slowing down time. But the Big Ben is not the tower, it is the bell. What struck me was the hole in the bell. The official version, of course, was that it was damaged by the hammer. But what a striking coincidence! One of my viewers attended me to the fact that some of the pyramids have holes in them. So I wondered, could Big Ben be the BenBen stone? Are the stones of Mecca fitting in the bell? But when I compare the hands with the size, I don't think they fit. Besides, because of the radiation, I don't think anyone can touch the stone. And only high-ranking people would be allowed to handle the stone. Therefore, I think that Big Ben is a resonator, copying the shape of the original signal. But because of the resemblance with the TARDIS, Big Ben Tower might be the box. Could the stone be in another part of the building? Take a look at Westminster Parliament. Blackrod's Garden. What a strange name. So you have Big Ben, Black Rod. Big Ben, of course, reminds us of the BenBen stone, and Black Rod reminds us of Aaron's rod. So I wonder, are we seeing here the two towers of Lords of the Ring?
The Addams Family.
Her Majesty the Queen, accompanied by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, making their way through the Royal Gallery as part of this great procession.
So we have three attributes here. We have the crown, the cap of maintenance, and the sword. The cap of maintenance, well, I have no idea what it is. When you take a look at the word sword, you have the word rod in it. Could the crown be the BenBen stone? Would you be walking around with some TNT on a pillow?
Signal is given, and the signal is received by Blackrod. Blackrod's approach has been something else. And Blackrod, as usual, you reminded us, isn't engaging.
It's not Blackrod. Open the door.
Blackrod! Into the chamber has come to summon the MPs to come listen to the Queen's speech.
Mr. Speaker, the Queen commands this Honourable House to attend Her Majesty in the House of Peers immediately.
Describing that process of the Ark coming and being brought, if you like, in state. There are sometimes things that we can watch on television, aren't there, that big state ceremonies, like the opening of Parliament, for instance. You know, the Sovereign comes to the House of Lords and is seated there, then she sends word via Blackrod to the House of Commons, and he or she turns up and has to knock 3 times. Isn't there a song on that somewhere, I think? Knock 3 times in order to get in, and then the Commons are then summoned to listen to the Sovereign as she makes the pronouncement on what's going to happen. So we watch that sort of thing, and in a way the psalm we're going to read, which is Psalm 24, I think is designed as one of the psalms that reflects this final process of the Ark in its journey being brought into the capital city. So it had spent all those years journeying in a tent, and they transport it to the last stage.
So the Ark is taken to the house of the Lord, or should we say the House of Lords? Joachim and Boaz. Take a look at the shape of the throne. In Westminster Parliament there is a painting. It's called The Vision of Sir Galahad. Look at the shape of the throne. The bloodline of Jesus is sitting on the throne of England. Put some lines on the throne. Zoom in on the Peers lobby. There you see the same geometrical figure. Same for the central hall. What would generate a pattern like this? Take a look again at the throne. seems like the perfect hiding place. Wouldn't be difficult to slide the stone under the stage. So every time you see the crown, it symbolizes that the stone is under the throne. Rotation to the right gives you the Christ. Rotation to the left gives you the Antichrist. The counter-rotating energy field of the BenBen stone gives you the Monarch, or should we say, the Archon. Let's play a little word game here. Message from the synthetic overlord.
God also said to Moses, "Say this to the Israelites, Yahweh, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, and this is my name forever. This is how I am to be remembered in every generation to come," which is our generation. All right? So, the name of God is I am. That I am.
Maybe it's all about a crowning. Are we going to witness the crowning of a new Lucifer? The whole story of the Ark is filled with blood sacrifice. Blood sacrifice for the new representant of God on earth. The Pharaoh, the spirit of Ra on earth. And they have nearly finished the restoration of Big Ben. Will the bell open a new reign of terror? But we have one advantage, people. When a bloodsucker is sucking your blood, it is at its most vulnerable. So you wonder why they are cheating and lying and hiding their presence? So let me all wish you a happy new year. Not 2022, but the year 1, first year without the parasite. This will be our great reset. Hasta la vista, baby!
We are removing this queen from the hive, and by doing that, we've got to squish it.